Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Luminous, and today I'm going to be recording an FPVOD on Invoker. Generally, I don't record FPVODs unless they're pub games and trying, mad hard and stuff like that. But today, going to be playing Invoker, and this is a couple of disclaimers right off the bat. Disclaimer number one: this is not a public game. This is an in-house game. Skill level, I can't claim that it's really good or anything, but it's going to be generically a little bit better than pubs. You're going to see people still make mistakes, but they know the skill builds. Generally they're gonna have TP scrolls generally, but yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more organized. Disclaimer number two: I'm talking and playing at the same time, so obviously there's gonna be moments in time where I just don't say anything and concentrate on playing the game, but on the contrary, you guys are gonna know exactly what I'm going through and thinking through as I'm making my action. Disclaimer number three: I'm not really used to the to invoke system. Because right now I have D and F on these two keys, and they're going to be the same no matter what spells I have. I'm used to using the legacy hotkey. So for example, for Tornado, I'm used to spamming X. Or for example, if I'm using Cold Snap, it's going to be Y. But right now it's just D and F, and it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to get used to, but it is okay. Alright, let me get my items real fast. I'm having some lag issues. Okay, and today I'm going to be playing the Quas Wex Invoker build. Quas Wex, usually you opt for a little bit more AoE spells. AoE spells themselves don't do big damage, but what they do is lots of effects. For example, Tornado sets up in the air, sets you in the air, sets up your teammates. It can be treated as sort of like a stun, sort of. EMP drains their mana. So not exactly big damage dealing spells, but all my spells affect in big AoE. They have great range. They are good stuns, and my hero overall is going to be moving very quickly because I'm going to be skilling Wex. And this is, I think, the most used spell for invokers, or at least how that's most the pro players use it. Exhort based spells are a lot of fun as well because you do big damage and you get lots of kills. But personally, I like Wex builds a little bit more because it makes your hero move a lot faster. I like to counter gank a bit. I'm more of a support player. And finally, the disclaimer: as I'm walking into a lane, I'm a really bad last hitter, so do watch me to look and miss quite a bit of last hits. So I'm up against Storm mid. The first thing you really want to check is to see whether he you can see his action right now is playing really back, so I know for sure that he has seen Lina on the top. There's really no reason why he's going back, so that means I know there's a ward on the top lane, probably over here. So that's a bit of information that I could get just by his action over there. So generally, this is a Quas Wex build, but I'm gonna put points into Quas at level 1, and the reason being so is because Cold Snap at level 2 is really good, and you're gonna be using Cold Snap mostly in lane as well. And after this, I'm gonna start prioritizing Wex a little bit more. One of the most important things about Invoker when it comes to laning is your last hit and denying. Sometimes you want to prioritize a little bit of harass as well, depending who you are laning against, but really you don't want them to deny any creeps, simply because the Invoker needs a lot of EXP, and you can say he's got a couple of denies and another one right there, and that's where kind of my my lack of last hitting skill is having a little bit issue here.
Who threatens my concentration?
Always look towards to whether they are trading hits with you or not, especially if you have creep support, because when you have creep support, you could always throw in a Cold Snap and then really harass very well with your Cold Snap mini stuns. When you're laning, don't forget what your regions can do. Regions as your Quas, Wex, or Exhort orbs. For example, I'm keeping my orb on Quas right now because they give me more regen, and that's going to be really helpful for me to stay in lane. Wex gives you more attack speed and movement speed, which is really good, and that's the orb you usually want to stay on almost all the time, especially when you're running around the map with phase boots. And lastly, Exhort, which I'm not going to be skilling for a long while. It's going to be decent for plus damage. Sometimes Exhort build, you just max Exhort a lot, and then they're going to be really nice in terms of lasting in lane. Oh, that chicken. Okay, you guys saw that little bit of exchange and harassment and what I did there. Now I could have casted cold snap right on him immediately and start right attacking, but instead of doing that, what I did was I attacked him once, and as my projectiles flying through the air, then I cast a cold snap, and this makes you a little bit more effective because usually when you cast a cold snap, by the time your attack animation flies there, they are already quite a bit far away from you, so they take less hits because the mini stun takes a longer time to set in. But if you attack them and as your projectiles flying in and then you do the cold snap, you get better chain stun, you get more damage in, you get more hits in. The mini stun's a little bit more effective. So it looks like the tri lanes on the top lane is doing really well. And generally with Invoker, you don't go off the lane a lot, so you don't really have to worry about too much of anything. That's only for a Quas Wex Invoker though. If you're playing Exhort Invoker, then you should always pay big attention to other lanes because there's possibilities where you could go Sunstrike kills very easily actually as well. And Sunstrike do quite a bit of early game damage, especially to low HP supports. So that's something you have to pay attention to, or you want to pay attention to. Since I'm full HP now, I'm gonna switch back to Wex for a little bit extra movement speed and a little bit attack speed as well.
I'll keep it in mind.
Storm's missing a bit. Storm's missed, by the way.
Forthwith.
They have a ward there.
Yes. Onto battle. With speed.
So one thing I haven't really been doing consistently right now is checking on his inventory. Earlier, I should have noticed that he's did not spend 600 of his starting gold. At least I don't think, because his chicken came really early.
Learn how fragile you are. Concentration.
Sorry, I was a little bit distracted. I think I could, yeah, I think I could go for a kill on him with Cold Snap and Tornado. Let's try it out. I'm gonna wait for the creeps. He's balling up.
Athwart my path. Quas Triolis.
Oh, he's level 6. Not paying enough attention. Did not know that he was level 6. But I'm keeping it really low. Now I'm going to try to get the 6th rune to make sure that he doesn't get it and really deny his laning. At least that's what I'm looking towards. Yeah, I did not pay attention that he's level 6, which should explain why he was staying so aggressive even with so low HP.
Ill luck upon you.
Just going to check the top rune real fast. With my luck, it's probably on bot. Yep. Or it's taken.
Of course. Over yon.
Yep, but with me controlling lane, of course, with the help of that shaker, really gives me an edge in terms of getting EXP and last hits. As you can see, I'm farming okay, not the best. In terms of item here, what you're gonna be going for is face boots, and depending what you need, I personally always go 4-staff because it's just good for most cases. So that's what I'm looking towards too. So let me get my phase right now. And a port. Gonna be looking towards a magic stick and magic wand next.
I am committed.
Oops. I needing his bottle. His bottle is empty. A TP scroll comes in the mid lane. That's very dangerous, especially because I'm going up against Storm. So I know he checked top rune is not there, or if he checked bottom. Yeah, I'm not even gonna check bottom. I can't really use a rune that nicely, and he's gonna be getting there first. I guess I could deny the rune to him, but I personally prioritize the level a little bit more.
Onto battle. Gold for little toil. Forthwith.
I'm just keeping my eyes peeled on the minimap right now because Actually, I don't know where the storm is, and I'm a little bit afraid. Okay, there's a storm on the bot lane, and he died. Cool stuff. So we're having a really good lead in this game, and unfortunately, I'm not really a central part of that right now. Invoker, in terms of the early game powers, I mean, he can get a kill if the situation calls for it. If you're tower diving you and you drop a cold snap, or if earlier, if he wasn't 6 and I took it the aggression earlier on, like cold snap plus tornado, you could get kills early. But for the most part, really your powers start to happen mid game once you get big levels on your EMP tornado exhort. Excuse me, EMP tornado and cold snap combos and whatnot.
With unerring proficiency.
So there's my magic wand as well. Gonna pick that up. So I noticed that Storm is not in my lane because he died earlier on, and I don't know exactly where he is. Probably doing a TP, scroll gank or whatnot, of some sort. Anyways, I want to put some pressure on this tower. I don't plan to bring it down, but I want to remove a couple of guys from the other lanes because they're forced to defend mid, right? And that's going to give my teammate a little bit of advantage in other sides of the map. Now, with your phase boot up, you could actually go for ganks. You move very rapidly. And at this point of the game, 9 minutes in, they're fairly weak in terms of HP. So I'm gonna go and see if I can set someone. Oh. Ooh, this is gonna be looking bad. I think he missed that.
It's not time yet.
Too many irons.
Well away.
I'm gonna be staying close to this ward and see if it provides vision. Ricky is level 6, by the way. Is he level 6? I can't check. How do you check? He's level 5, so my ward will see him. Gonna stay around here and still hunt for him. I have cooldown on my spells. I have really high HP and mana, and I think they were both very low HP. Yep.
Away hence, Wex, Quas, Wex. I'm not ready.
Nope.
It's not time yet.
Don't want to play too aggressive, especially when they have Storm, which is a very... Oh, they're gonna go for him. I just turned 6. That's...
Your middle tower is under attack.
So it is said. Whatever that
Oh, sorry, man. Gonna leave you there. Uh-oh. What's my mana level? QQE.
I slip from sight.
I only had enough mana to do that if I had 240 mana, because Invoke takes 40 mana and Ghostwalk takes 200. So I checked that. I have 250. Great. Even got the regen rune, so I don't even have to go back. Lucky break. So let me go back to getting the spells I actually need. Cool stuff. And now I'm gonna be on a decent way to my 4-staff. Everything is working out really nicely for you, for me in this case here. If it doesn't work out for you in your game, which is to be expected, because I'm getting really lucky break here. It's okay. It's okay. Invoker is a very high impact hero. Just stick to getting some levels, and you should be okay for the most part. I want to finish my 4-staff in a couple hundred golds to be a lot more helpful to the team. And right now, because my teammates are giving me the room to get the farm, I could help them to get more kills later on. Don't lose track of what Invoker is supposed to do mid game. He's supposed to dominate mid game with his high mobility and set up big ganks and big team fights. So don't forget that. Ooh, nice. Ooh, they really want me, but somehow, some way, they miss every single spell. And Ricky was on me as well.
Yes.
Oh, that Lina is dead.
Sadron's protected Frisson. Claws of Tornaros. Concentration.
Yeah, there was 4 mid. Maybe I could hit the tornado on someone else instead, but Now do keep in mind that your Tornado has, and your EMP by the way, has I think a 25-second cooldown, was it? Was it 20? Or was it 35? No, 25. That makes sense. Not too sure why I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, 25-second cooldown, which is a fairly long cooldown, especially when it comes to ganks and whatnot. So do be very careful when you're spamming your spells around. And also, one bad habit I have with Tornado is that I actually, when my carry is going on a hero and I just accidentally tornado them up in there, I always have a bad habit of doing that. So try not to do that when you're playing Invoker.
It's not time yet.
So with the Quas Wex build, you want to max your Wex as soon as possible, because your EMP does damage based on your Wex points, and also your Tornado does more damage, I believe, based on your Wex points as well. So it looks like we're gonna set up a gank on this guy. Keep in mind the Invoker, one of the best gankers in the game.
Orbs light my foes aloft.
Easy, even though we missed the shaker. We did see Dark Ring over here. So now my spells haven't cooled down yet, but they don't know that. So in fact, he could actually even turn around and fight me right now. What is he doing? What is he doing? That's what he's doing. Oh man, this lot.
Middle tower has fallen.
Wex Cyclonus. My mind is my Mirrors.
Now there's a Ricky nearby. I'm just gonna provide this slow.
Thither I go.
Don't get Burrow Strike again, that's an issue.
Cold snap. Such tedium.
I think I cold snap at the wrong time, especially when he was walking right into fog. That's okay. Alright, gonna make sure that you have a TP scroll up on all time. I'm gonna go for Eel Scepters, because I really like the movement speed that Eels give me. Let me put it over here. And nah, I don't need the bracer. I think I'm fine.
I proceed.
Oops. I think I moved the crow for someone. So at this point in the game, you could really go for big ganks, to be completely honest here. Invoker, pretty decent ganker. But do keep in mind that you're still a very frail hero. So you can get picked off very easily. You can't go into a big reliance into your cold snap. Sometimes you just don't have the time to cast it off. I just walk for no reason. And this is exactly what I mean about not getting used to the invoke system in Dota 2. Obviously I did not need Ghost Walk there, I needed Tornado, but I thought it was on F instead of it was on D. So that literally, I think, killed Pav Joe, who's playing Lina, when I could have killed the SA with the easy Tornado.
This bores me. With speed. I'm well aware of it. Over yon.
So they're all up that hill, and I hope Sniper realized that. So anyways, I was talking about the Quas Wex build. You want to put prioritized points into Wex, and then you want to go back to your Quas. Now, when do you actually take points in Exhort, right? Generally you take points. Ooh, nice Shackle shot. Generally you take points into Exhort when you feel like the team fight's happening, which is happening right now. Again! That was, by the way, a really horrible Tornado. Again, I was like, oh, gonna be using Ghost Snap. It's not, excuse me, Tornado, but instead. Nicely done.
Not yet.
Man, not used to invoke system in Dota 2.
Tis tedious.
But yeah, generally you want to pick up Exhort as you're going into team fights, because Exhort gives you access into Ice Wall. Really good for against melee carries in general, and of course Deathling Blast, which is just good against physical DPS dealers. And you could use it as an extra stun or chase, fairly decent. And yeah, Exhort gives you access into those spells. But if you're not going to be team fighting, or let's say that no team fight's not going to happen for 10 more minutes, there's really no point in picking to exhort. Yeah, leveling up will give you more intelligence, but you're not starving for ints. Mostly you just want to get exhort for those spells. And I'm like, team fight is gonna, you know, we had some small scale engagement, which I feel like my tornado and cold snap is just enough. But if those team fights gets bigger, if you escalate to 3-4 guys, where you start to access into, you need more AoE spells and whatnot, then you start picking points in exhort. You could still, you can also see that in these fights I have not really used any spells aside from cold snap and tornado. Simply because A, I don't need those spells, you know, aside from tornado from time to time, and secondly is because I don't really have a big enough mana pool to really spam those spells. Big team fight going on, talking, not paying attention.
Concentration.
I go out. Guns blazing.
I think I was making a mistake. Should be really paying attention. Oh, what is he doing? What is he?
Not ready. Tornado. Augury. Wex Magnelectros. Over yon.
Oh, he did.
Learn how fragile you are. I'm well aware of it. You are no match for my powers. But then, who is a charming hex? Onto battle.
This is not a good choice. Oh,
Chimera's extracted pulse.
did I just cast EMP instead of tornado? I did. I did.
It's not time yet.
I'm just messing all these spells up.
Concentration. It's not time yet. Such tedium.
Uh-oh. Oh, shoot.
Not yet. My foes are off. Mega kill. Yes. Tis tedious.
Keep in mind that when you do go into Ghost Walk, you are... Wow, what a lucky break for me. It's just big lucky breaks for me. Keep in mind that when you go into Ghost Walk, you actually walk slower until you max your, I think your Quas. That's control how quickly you move. No, I think it might be Wex. So do keep that in mind. And of course, they do fully know that you're under Ghost Walk, especially when you're near them. So they could easily pick you off, especially at the AoE spells like Sand King. So that's why I really broke out of my Ghost Walk really early, because I don't want to be lagging behind. So, alright, let's go back in lane here. Oh, actually, I think my Yule Scepter is almost done.
As needs be.
I do believe I'm just a bit away from that. Let's see, Yule Scepter. Missing about 20 gold. And I'm going to be waiting for a TP scroll as well. I'm trying to last it these, or not last it, trying to bring down these creeps without actually getting it. Got one by accident. The sniper needs to farm.
Gaster's mandate of impetuous strife. So it is said.
Need to get some room to farm. Arcane Boots Sentry, nice. Notice how I'm keeping my my regen on Quas, even though I you know, of course prefer the movement speed a little bit better, but I want to regen a bit.
Thus and so.
It's playing really aggressive. That ward is quite questionable, but it does see some key points. Uh oh.
Orbs light my path. Witness true sorcery.
Right now we're in a very good position. They have not really successfully taken any of our tower yet, and also we have taken many of their towers. So we're up by gold, we're up by kills. We're not up by that many kills, but it's a sizable lead, so that's decent. So this is a point of the game where you need to keep up TP scroll, and the reason I haven't delivered my Yule Scepter yet is because I'm waiting for the gold to get that TP. But now I will have all three.
Concentration.
Wex is maxed, and it's okay. D on Tornado. Let's not make the same mistake again. And F on Deafening Blast.
So it is said.
Let me harass him a little bit. If I see him. Actually, my position right now is quite dangerous. They have Invisible Ganker, they have Storm. So,
Yes.
apparently...
I proceed. Athwart my path. Well-gotten gains.
Big fight happening on the bot lane. Need to really join them right now.
Double kill. Fine. Wex
See, I made a mistake again.
Tis tedious.
D on... Okay, D on what you call it. D on Tornado.
It's not time
Right.
yet.
What is our creep doing?
Of course.
D on Tornado.
I'm not ready.
And F on Deafening Blast.
I am committed.
So I do apologize for the fact that I'm not talking too much. More concentrated in watching the minimap, paying attention where the fights are going to break out.
An honor to fight me.
Now generally I don't go Eel Scepters. Especially in this game, I'm starting to question why I went Eel Scepter. I just
My path.
went Eel Scepter kind of on like it's
This
like let's go for Eel Scepter. But I do believe Nick. Oh my God, these tornadoes.
The learned one strike. Extractive mana. My Marcos. I'll keep it in mind. Avowedly.
How's Papjo still alive?
I'm well aware of it.
I'm done.
Exposed. I'm not ready. Don't take that magnitude from deep within. Over yon.
Nope, I guess that's not where he went. Oh, he did.
I'm not ready. Such tedium.
No, that's definitely not where he went. There, so that was the Sand King.
Forthwith. Not yet. Winds of power.
Shrapnel!
Away hence. Killing wall of Corix. Wex Cyclonus.
Oh.
It's not time yet. With speed.
Regen rune. No? Okay.
I'm not ready.
Even though I'm really low HP, I think I could still help out my teammates. Maybe not.
Ready. My foes aloft.
It's gonna keep going? No? Okay. Yeah, I think we were diving too crazily. I did one thing that Invoker should really never do in a team fight is I panicked. I was like, oh my goodness, what spell am I gonna use? And that's practice. The more situation you're gonna be in, the better you're gonna get Invoker play. Invoker, I think, is one of the most difficult here. Not just because learning combination of spells and everything. That's not hard. The hard thing about playing Invoker is you don't know what spell you'll need until you get there and need it. So it needs a lot of experience, a lot of foresight, and a lot of practice. Like more practice than anything else. So
I proceed. You dare fight me? The profundities are mine to ransack. Hearken unto me.
that's clearly a bait, I believe.
Claws of Tornaurus. Quas exhort. Yet enlightened, your well has run dry. I am
So there's a Rookie behind us. We're just catching people. Are we gonna catch him? Yep.
You dare fight me? Not yet. 'Tis tedious.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'm not ready. Ice wall. From the great
Whoa, what I miss?
fight me. Storm shakedown. Tornado.
Nice.
It's not time yet.
I think we could push down this tower now.
Such tedium.
Your top
The reason I went for more Quas this build, it's because
bottom tower
I felt like I needed a little bit more HP to survive, and every time you level up Quas, you get a little bit more strength. So, of course, when you level up,
Fine.
why is my teammate not with me?
Well away.
When you level up Exort, you do get more
With speed.
more intelligence, which is nice. But for the most part, oh shoot!
Desiccated rag. Of course. Athwart my path.
Waiting for the spells I need to cool down.
I'm not ready. Traitorous my foe. Plucked from dazzling no.
How did I go into cold snap? No need to go into cold snap.
fade away.
So my teammate's doing a good job.
So it is said. Orbs light my path, a rich tradition. I'll keep it in mind.
Push down my tower first.
An incantation long
When you're not putting points into your Exort, you yourself know that your tornado or your meteor is not going to do too much damage, but the enemy doesn't know that. They don't know how many points of Exort you put into, so you could definitely use it as an intimidation spell. And of course, it's the animation-wise, it looks very intimidating. And they're gonna just back off, so it's definitely a very good crowd control spell.
sorcery.
That's something to keep in mind. There's definitely some mind games, if you will, going into this. Hex is definitely a good build over here, but I think we need Necro Book. They have 2 Invis heroes. I guess we could depend on True Sight, but you guys know how I love Necro Book, so.
Augury abounds. I proceed.
F on.
Allies disappear.
Roars of Tornorus.
No.
'Tis tedious. Thoroughly a charm. I sleep.
Why did I keep going into? I don't know.
True arcana thrives. Stupefactive trio.
I'm out of mana. That was really bad for the most part. I'm out of mana. I'm gonna just go Hex. I'm just gonna go Hex.
I am
Makes my life easy. What the hell is this? Ironwood Branch. I'm just gonna go Hex.
I'll keep it in mind. Profitable in
Yeah, I don't know why I keep invoking.
Wex, Quas, Wex.
Every time I mean to invoke Deathling Blast, I just get Ghostwalk instead.
As needs be.
I'm gonna sell this, get TP.
Mega kill.
Why are they fighting without me? Now that's one thing I could say, but I also TP'd out. But I think if my teammates see me TP out, they should, you know, back off. But they stayed.
Ill luck upon you. Unto battle.
Yeah, even though they're getting kills on us though, the important thing is we're not losing any buildings yet. Now, as we go into the more mid and late game stage, building's not going to be as effective. In fact, having buildings up like this might even be worse, because that just means more gold for them to earn later on. So we definitely got to be somewhat careful, especially Ricky. Ricky's one of those carries that could be extremely explosive, especially in late game situation. If you're poor, you're not going to have the war support, I suppose, to keep him constantly tracked, which is important. So that's why I'm a big fan of Necrobook as well. But I think Hex is just a more important late game item to have at this point in the game now. So
Away hence.
the enemy team's doing a fairly good job. If this was a pub game, I would have been able to pick down at least 2 or 3 heroes by now, just by roaming around, because there's always some one guy roaming around by themselves.
I'm well aware of it.
Take it for sniper.
Mindfully.
They're coming.
Concentration.
Looking for me?
Mindfully. Tornado. Try your best. An honor to fight me. Behold. The harsh white waster. Monster kill. Your ignorance ensures
Did everyone die?
demise.
Ashes to ashes.
Over yon, my foes aloft. Well away.
Is it GG?
Your top tower is under
They are. I think it's pretty much GG.
I proceed.
So there were a couple things I wanted to show. I didn't get the chance to.
Unto battle. Eternal rampart. I am committed.
Ooh.
the enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
As needs be.
So I think in that last team fight, if you guys realize, our teammate was actually doing a good job in terms of focusing down. My tornado sent up in the air. Again, that's me. Like, man, you need to cast everything.
Quas frigoris. I'm well one of my favorites.
Enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
Wex
How did I miss that?
bonus.
And apparently I need to aim better on tornado as well. Generally, I'm very good at aiming tornado. And it's just not a hard spell to aim, but I'm missing.
The second thought.
I'm missing so many.
Arcana known only to me. Avowedly. The eldritch cosmos works against me. Can't you see I'm under attack?
Here I am.
Wex, Quas, Wex. Plucked.
Touché.
Ghost walk. Of course. Witness true
Your
sorcery.
middle
Unstoppable. 'Tis tedious. Wicked stunning will. So mote it be. Thither I go. It's not time yet.
Begin.
Spherical sorcery. The skies set you aflame.
Where's the party?
Monster kill. Hence.
Uh-oh. Our priest is gonna get out DPS. Maybe. Nope.
Thus and so.
There's a hex.
Scythe of vice. Such tedium. A spell I will remember. I'll keep it in mind. Forthwith.
In terms of talking about item builds, I already talked about why I like Necrobook, why I like Force Staff. Eel Scepter is if you want to go for a very, very mobile build. If you really desperately need another disable, Hex is just a good item to finish the game on. In terms of what's the item? In terms of Acceptor, understand why you want to get it. Whenever I get Acceptor, I feel like, oh man, I need more HP to tank. That's a mentality I have. It's not like, oh, I want to cast more spells, because for the most part, like I definitely have enough micro to cycle through all all the spells I need to cycle through with the 2-second cooldown. That's gonna be nice, but many times in team fight, it's not what you need. It's definitely not enough what you need. Uh oh.
Not yet. Yes.
Another shot at victory.
Mark these words. They're the last.
Yeah, I definitely have fast enough fingers to cycle and do all my spells.
Enemy's middle tower has
But that may not be what you need.
Away hence. And it Quas went
Why do I keep going to Ghostwalk? Questions of life right here.
over yon.
the enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Concentration.
Did I get Ghostwalk again? I think I did.
Such tedium.
The enemy's middle barracks.
Your life's a flash in the pan.
Not yet.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Avowedly.
Did I just TP? I think I TP'd. I need to figure out my hotkeys for Dota 2 Invoker. It's just
The learned one strikes.
yeah, there's a lot of mistakes in this game, but gives you a good, I guess, an overlay of how to play Invoker. I mean, it feels everything went my way. My team played well. I got 2 regen win after a gank. My tornadoes need to aim better, but for the most part, the big overarching pictures, of what you need to do, in lane, try to not get too many denies off, get TP scroll up and get ganks off, and item builds, very versatile, and you can work from there. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, Luminous signing off. See you guys.